What up, what up? It's Garage Gym Homie, and today I'm reviewing Steel Supplements Charged. Is it worth it? All right, so I'm on this pre-workout right now, and I just had a massive leg day here in the garage gym. Me and my brother, we hit it hard. So, about this pre-workout, this is what I know is their middle of the line pre-workout. They have their pre, it's called, which is Steel Supplements, kind of like beginner, lower level pre-workout. It's not as hardcore. They have their super hardcore one, which is called Amped AF. That's like their Stim Junkie one. And this is their middle one, Charged, which is probably also geared towards Stim Junkies. So I just want to say that, first of all, I'm cutting right now. I'm on a super low calorie, down to like 1,800 calories a day, 100 grams of carbs, 65 grams of fat, about 205 grams of protein. I'm shredding down. I got a trip to Florida in 11 days. So the reason I'm sharing that is because I have kind of low energy, low strength right now. I feel good energy, but theoretically, because of the low carbs, I'm, should not have the same energy as I normally do. So I'm just trying to get as ripped as possible before I hit the beach there. It's kind of like, this is my version of the contest or the show, since I don't compete. So what I'm hoping, when I took this, what I was hoping was that this was gonna really hold me through a really tough leg day while I'm on the diet I'm on. Furthermore, this last week I cycled off caffeine and stimulants, so I haven't had caffeine for days, and so this. When I took this, I knew that I would really feel the full effects of it, since I had kind of cleared out the stimulants and stuff from my system. So, a few things in this pre-workout. Number one, they only give us really the amounts of a few ingredients because most of it's a proprietary blend. They tell you the vitamin B6 and the B12. Then they got L-citrulline, that's for the blood flow and the pumps. It's 4 grams. We like to see 6 grams, and it's the only pump really ingredient in here. So this is not something you're gonna look for if you're looking for massive pumps by label. Beta-alanine, that's for endurance, has 3.2 grams. It's what gives you the that warm, fuzzy hug. The warm tingles that we love if you're a real pre-workout person. The Energy and Focus blend, that's the proprietary blend. So that's all the stimulants and stuff. So just a few highlights. They have the L-tyrosine. They don't tell you how much of any of this is in here, which I don't like. I don't like proprietary blends. I think the companies, a lot of them, what they do is they tell you that they do proprietary blends so nobody can copy their formula. I think a lot of, I'm not saying Steel Supplements does this, but I think a lot of companies do proprietary blends so they could put a higher dose of cheaper ingredients like caffeine and stuff, and not as much of the good ingredients. So they have caffeine anhydrous. It doesn't say how much is in here again, but I looked it up. And supposedly, I found that there's 270 milligrams of caffeine. To me, that's a solid amount, if that's true. A lot of pre-workouts, they jack it up to 450. Sometimes a good 250 milligrams is all you need when you have it mixed with the right other ingredients, in my opinion. So then they have the PEA, L-theanine, which I'm not a fan of in pre-workouts. That's more of a chilling out formula. And a more chill out, that's an amino acid found in tea. And it calms you down. The reason they put in pre-workouts, apparently is to take the sharp edge off of the stimulants so you're not feeling cracked out, I guess, and it kind of makes it last a little longer. So I don't really care for that, and I think real true stim junkies, they don't really need that. 2-amino, which is the dress-up name for DMHA, that's the hardcore stim that gives you the super focus and mood elevation. And then there's the synephrine, another kind of stimulant, and then the yohimbine hydrochloride, which has a little bit of heart elevation and kind of supposedly gives you energy, but what it really has is fat burning properties. So if I knew the amounts in here, the ingredients on here look like they rock. So my experience with this, I just took it. I took it at 4 o'clock at 6:21, so that was 2 hours and 20 minutes ago. So I'm well into the effects of it. Just finished the workout, hour-and-a-half workout. Okay, 3.2 milligrams of beta-alanine, 3.2 grams, I'm sorry, of beta-alanine. That generally is the first ingredient I feel in a pre-workout. I didn't feel any warm feeling from this. I'm just giving my complete honest review. And I'm saying, I mean, Steel Supplements, I tried their fat burner. I thought it was freaking awesome. The first time I took it was okay. The second time I took it, it hit me like a train. I mean, I was on one all day. So I think Steel Supplements, some of the products, at least that product was killer. So this one, I didn't feel any beta tingles, any warmth throughout the whole workout. So I don't know how it has 3.2 grams of beta because it just didn't touch me. As far as the energy, this didn't do anything for me with kind of heart energy. It didn't really pump me up. And I definitely, it's hard for me to say how the pump was because I hit legs, so it's not like I was just crushing biceps and I just felt like this massive pump in my chest or arms or triceps or any of that. I was hitting legs, so it's hard for me to kind of speak on the pump, but with 4 grams of citrulline, I imagine it's not the best pump formula, and it wasn't the best energy formula. But I will say to you, the upside of this is what it did for me was it gave me a super laser, zoned in focus on my workout. It wasn't one of these happy mood elevation workouts. You know, it's weird. When you look at the labels, you see the DMHA, you think you're going to get the super mood elevation, the happy feeling. And it didn't do that. It didn't do what I thought by reading the label. It gave me the zoned in, motivated, dialed into exactly what I was doing, focus throughout my workout. It wasn't long lasting, meaning it's 2.5 hours later and I still feel good. I still feel it, but I know that I'll be able to go to sleep on this, which is good. So I recommend if you want to take a stimulant pre-workout that's, 4 o'clock in the afternoon and not worry about whether you can go to sleep later, I think this one would be solid for you. So that's what you're going to get out of this pre-workout. Do I think it's worth it? I'm not going to get it again. I don't think it's a top hitter for me. It's not. It doesn't have all around what I'm looking for in a pre-workout. The pumps, I can kind of take it or leave it with pumps when it comes to a pre-workout because I kind of know how to hit. Yeah, it's nice to have pumps, but I know how to, hit the rep right where I could make the pumps happen myself. More of the energy I'm looking for. Mood elevation I like in the pre-workout, but this was cool without it. I liked the laser focus, but it just was lacking the energy. And when they call something charged, I think that I'm going to be fired up. And I was more zoned in than fired up, which was a nice change. But Steel Supplements, they're a really pricey company, so I expected more out of this. You know, I never know what to expect when I take these. I expected more. And I'm going to show my garage leg workout through this. And hey, that was my experience with it. I look forward to reviewing the pre and the Amped AF, because you could also check my review on the Shredded AF, which was their fat burner. So hey, that's what I got for you. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm putting out reviews now every 1 to 2 days for awesome fat burners, pre-workouts, tips for fitness, my training. And if you want to interact with me, please comment. What are your favorite pre-workouts? What was your experience with this charged? They call it Charged AF, but the sample I got just says charged. So I think it's the same thing. So that's what I got. Hope you're having a blessed weekend.